but especially so when you're up against the reigning champion of the world. Ali Carter has got no more wiggle room. He has to win this frame and the next 3 in addition.
Well, I think he felt that he wasn't going to leave anything, but he didn't bargain on hitting the red on the way through. He just kind of changed the dynamics a little. He may now have left a red on through the gap. Look at that, there is a gap there, yeah. Wouldn't have happened had he not hit the red on the way through. Unexpected chances, I think, for Ali Carter. An early chance with reds in play, that's exactly what he needs. He's knocking a big break here and release the tension a little bit. Get some rhythm back into his game, which seems to be sadly lacking.
Yes, only one break of any note so far in the match. Albeit a very good break it was, the 58 clearance to pink with which he snatched the second frame.
9.
Apart from that, quality table time has been in short supply for him.
Well, he played that in the knowledge that he had the red near the pocket, near the left corner that we
16
fall back on. That's providing, of course, he's landed on it. We've got a little bit stuck in the bunch there. I don't think he can get to the potting angle, not with plain ball striking. This is not easy, very close to this. Nice recovery. Not perfectly on the colour. He was on the walk early again. He knew he'd missed it. Sometimes when you're that close to a ball, you don't quite see the potting angle. I still expected him to get it though.
Yes, I think adding to the degree of difficulty was the fact that his body was a little bit higher as well on the shot because of the 2 reds on the side cushion. Now, could Williams possibly be in for the kill?
Eight. 9.
Well, I think about the class of '92 and the other prolific winners at snooker, they've never really needed
16.
a second invitation to finish a match off. You see certain players who do have difficulty, they get themselves into winning positions
17.
but don't always get it over with at the first attempt, whereas the likes of Mark Williams and other great winners in the game, Stephen Hendry and the Steve Davis type players, just in for the kill. Game over.
24.
And ruthlessness is what you need in all sport. Doesn't want this match to get close or get interesting as far as going to a 5-3 or 5-4 situation.
I think what precipitated his
32.
drop down the rankings, he lost 3 ranking finals from positions of great
33.
strength. In Australia, the Shanghai Masters and the UK Championship. In that one, he was 9-5 up to John Higgins. Higgins needed a snooker in one of the subsequent frames, but he nevertheless came back to win 10-9. And I think it was an amalgamation of those 3 defeats that eroded his confidence for a while. But
40.
the way he put the world final away last year shows the killer instinct
41.
is very much intact.
$48. 49.
The one thing here as well which relieves the pressure valve for Williams is the fact that the 2 reds on the side cushion is some sort of insurance policy for him, because he knows if he misses, Carter would have the
56.
devil's own job to clear up.
Yes, he certainly won't be looking to move those until the time when the match is won and he's looking to maybe make another century. I think the bottom
57.
red of the 2 to the left of the pink, that will pot from just a bit higher up with the cue ball than where it is now, of course. So he'll play on that one. Well, you couldn't put it any better with your hand than where it's finished.
64.
Yes, I'm impressed. Very impressed with
65.
Mark Williams. He's not always been at the top of his game this season, not since he became world champion. He won the World Open, then he had a very quiet spell. He was still enjoying that wonderful victory at the Crucible. But one thing he knew is that at some point he would knuckle down, and I think he has been. He's played pretty well today.
71.
Probably his best performance, I would say, since winning the world title.
72.
Scoring, and that's the key, you know. He's always been a tremendous shot maker and a potter, but he's scoring heavily. He's one of these shots that you wouldn't recommend anyone who started to play took on under his body. Great effort.
$79. Well, Williams, 79.
The headline, Williams on the mark in Preston. Breaks of 118, 131, 51, 70 and